I'm going to take a look today at a training template that I made a while back for conditioning. So this is on Microsoft Excel, and we'll give a quick demo of how it works, and we can play around with it from there once we finish this. So it's a drop-down list. Initially, you can choose your sport. Here I have all our sports at Kutztown. It will automatically populate the date, and then for the season, we can say out of season, post-season, in-season, or pre-season. The total distance is going to be for a 4-week period. Doesn't really matter what format you put this in. It can be yards, feet, miles even. I usually go with yards, so this was 24,000 yards for 1 month training. Now, you can do a little bit of guessing, or you can look at previous programs from the coach to come up with a volume for distance. This past summer with women's soccer, we were between 24 and 30,000 yards a month. And we'll use this chart to show you how you can break down summer training, winter training, or even preseason or in-season training, depending on which are training days or practice days. So total distance here is 24,000. Now, of that distance, you can break down between sprinting, running, and jogging. I'll usually choose just one, maybe two points of emphasis within a single month, and we'll show you how that looks towards the right side. So up top, we have the breakdown for week 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the total distance for each week. You can see the total distance for week 1 is just over 5,000 yards. The reason that it's that number is because of the percentage breakdown. So similar to you would put in percentages for lifting, we'll do the same thing for conditioning. So format for conditioning right now is moderate, high, and then low in week 4. This will change green at 100%. If I play around with the percentages here, I can input my own percentages based on training demands. And let's say we go with 15, 28, 35, and 22. The colors for each week will match up for week 1. So red is week 1, orange, blue, and then we have pink at the bottom. For week 4, pink, so we're all matched up. So that's our overall breakdown, and we can break it down a little bit more specific by weeks. I'll use just 1 week as an example, and you'll get the idea from there. So week 1, we know it's 3,600 yards total. And let's say, for example, we're going to train 3 days a week. If we're looking at Monday, day 1, Tuesday, day 2, working all the way to day 7, Sunday. Let's say we're off Saturday, Sunday. We know it's going to be 0%. Monday is going to be an off day. So in this example, we'll train Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And the format will be 35% of the total week 1 distance on Tuesday. Thursday will be 20%. And then Friday will be a big finish to the week at 45. The sprinting and running numbers will automatically calculate based on the week 1 numbers above. So now I know to design a conditioning session, for example, that on Tuesday it's going to be 1,260 yards of conditioning. I'm going to do 252 yards of sprints and 1,008 yards of running. Now you can break these down to the nearest 10 or 20. Whatever you do, just keep it consistent as the weeks go by. Let's zoom out just a touch. Okay, so if we look at Tuesday is 1,260, Thursday is 720, and then Friday is 1620. Now this template does leave a lot of room for interpretation or creativity. So with the sprinting, it's 250 yards total, let's say. You can break that down however you need. The same with running, 1,000 yards total. The Thursday session, 144 or 576. Maybe I go 150 and 575, and then last day 325 and 1300. So there is a lot of creativity. You can change it week by week as well. So the example for week 2 is the same format. Percentage breakdown is the same, where it's 35 on Tuesday, 20 on Thursday, and then on Friday it's 45. But let's say the coach decides to have training session on Monday and take Tuesday off. Or let's use an example that Monday is an extra session. Tuesday is still on. We'll drop it down a little bit. Thursday, and then Friday. So maybe your session for week 2 is 12% volume for week 2 on Monday, 18 Tuesday, Thursday is 25, Friday is 45, and then Saturday and Sunday is still off. Again, we'll match the orange to the orange, so we know it's 28% of the monthly volume for week 2, 6,720. And again, we just break it down from there. The calculation's already done for us. Now we need to decide on what the actual session will look like. In this example, for week 2, day 1, maybe it's 650 yards. So how are you going to break that down in a session? And then in the same session, you're going to have 160 yards of sprints. If you want to just make a template of just sprints, obviously the total distance is going to be lower. I'll change my percentage to 100. Running is 0. And then maybe I go 10,000 yards. This is how our session will look for week 1. 525 day 1, or day 2, so that'll be on Tuesday. 300 yards Thursday, and 675 Friday. Again, there is a lot of room for interpretation, but it does provide a good example or a good template for you to customize programs. All I need to do is change the sport, change the season, and then I can adjust my goal volume from there. So if my distance is a little bit lower in season, will automatically change. If it's a little bit higher, we can change that too. And then for week 1, 2, 3, 4, this will turn green when we're at 100%. And if we put in a number that's too high, it's going to show red. So we know right away we need to somehow equal to 100%. Hopefully you found this useful. Again, this is available for download. If you do find value in it, I encourage you to print it out, speak with coaches, and it should help with your daily and weekly and even monthly training plans.